if you get involved with commercial interests, you'll just end up like all the other stations.
That's right. Yeah, that's one of the stations. That's right. We've got money to pay for the licences as well.
As other boats pass the Ross Revenge on the Thames, the owners recognise its special place in broadcasting history. So it's up the plank for a guided tour of the ship, led by Radio Caroline presenter John Patrick.
Sank in 1980, and we then acquired this in 1983, I think it was, or 82. Nice Canadian person gave us £3 million. So and this is what we bought with it. This is the Ross Revenge. Right, we'll go up on the bridge. Revenge. So when Ross bought it, they thought, yeah, Ross Revenge, we'll do that. On the bow is a bloody great dent, which came about because this was a ship that rammed the Icelandic gunboat deliberately. So that's why we've got the dent. A lot of the places here, like this for instance, is as it was, and we don't try to change anything because it has historical, value as well. Oh, nice Icelandic there. And at the moment we have, the engine doesn't work. The cylinders in it, like you imagine an aluminium dustbin. Well, we've got 10 cylinders down there, and each one of them is the size of an aluminium dustbin. And it used to rotate at a constant speed. It was never intended to go fast or slow. But the propeller, we can change the pitch on the propeller, and that's how we speed it up and slow it down. And we bought this just before it was going to be scrapped, and found it in Edinburgh, I think it was, somewhere up in Scotland. Oh, was it?
Yes.
All right, you can go around.
Just opposite Edinburgh, it's the ship breaking yard up there.
Yeah, this is where it was.
It's just the other side of the river from Edinburgh.
Oh, right, yeah. right. Pinnacle here. That is what they steer it with, that little tiddly steering wheel there. The radar, which we've now dismantled, that doesn't work anymore. We never went round for a while, so... and this is it. This is it, the bridge. Now in here is the chart room. That's the control panel for the Decker Navigator here. And I must admit, I'm not very technically minded, so it's a thing. That thing. Radio room is behind there. It's occupied at the moment. There's a couple staying in there. But when this was at sea, there was always a spy on board. Spent most of his time in there. And of course they took photographs of the Russian trawlers and all the rest of it. So they say there was never, anybody on board.
Who was on sea as a fishing boat,
They were, yeah, but of course he was a spy.
Moving on from tales of espionage, JP takes us to the ship's record library.
These are the ones that were confiscated by the Dutch authorities, are they?
These are the ones which they gave us back.
And they gave us back?
Yeah. Because we sued them. And we won. Yeah. So this is where everybody... It was called the discotheque, and everybody came here and prepared their programmes and all the rest of it. And these are two of the decks. These were from the Radio Monique studio. We've now taken them out because we're using it as a production studio. So yeah, this is the record library.
We're unable to enter the main studio as it's on air, but we're granted a glimpse of Studio 2 and a brief chat with DJ Riga Steve.
If you change around,
I might nip out and see Andy a bit later on. Andy Robinson.
Oh, right, yeah.
We've got Blues Jam running down in Grace on Sunday afternoons now.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I might nip down there.
I'll tell him to get his arse up here.
Yeah, I will.
Leaving the heat of the studio behind, JP takes us to an even hotter place, the engine room.
Worked at constant speed. We didn't speed it up or slow it down. They changed the pitch on the prop to do that. So because it worked much better as going at a constant speed. But it doesn't work now. Two of the cylinders are still. Yeah. The prop doesn't work. The rudder doesn't work. Basically, it doesn't work. We're now officially classed as a wreck. And well done, it's true.
That's right.
And they're physical, aren't they?
And there's a detaining order on the boat as well, so it's not allowed to go anywhere east of the line between Southend and the Isle of Sheppey.
Yeah, that's what they do with the dent, isn't it? There's a dent in the hull.
Yes, there's a big one on the front, but there is also a massive one on the side. When it was on the Goodwin Sands, the bow is 3 inches thick because it's a nice
icebreaker.
Yeah, but also there are tubes in it which you put boiling water through, so you can warm up the front of the ship and melt the ice. Did that
Bad Company from their debut LP back in 1974 with the title track Off It. Good heavens!
Down in the generator room, JP explains how they were made operational.
We had 4 generators downstairs built by Cummins, and we needed a valve for one of the rocker covers. And so we got in touch with them and said, look, do you have any spare parts for the... We said, we've got spare parts, you can make those for 60, 70 years. We said, well, we've got 4. And we've got 2 running. I said, I don't believe you. He said, well, we have this powering now, the light vessel. He said, you pretty honest? Yeah. So he said, yeah. He said, look, if we can come down and make a video of us repairing this in our historical and teaching department, he said, we will fix all your generators for you free. So they came down and they did this training video, and all 4 generators on LV18 worked. Fantastic. Really fantastic.
After seeing power generated, it's time to generate some cash. In the ship's mess comes souvenir shop.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they put it for our calls, yeah.
Oh, right, that's a single, yeah.
Well, you could have got the authors on board on the side.
Really?
Yeah, it's fine.
All around are echoes from the ship's colourful past.
15 miles. It took us a little bit longer.
On this poster, there's the autograph of Tony Allen, a poignant reminder of this great character and DJ, who sadly died of cancer in 2004.
It's going out further than that. A mate of mine does cabin.
Over in the corner, the range of the 1-watt transmitter is under discussion.
That would be...
It is, yeah.
That would be about 30 miles. 30 miles away? Yeah. He said it was fading a bit, but he could get it in his car.
The ship's bell is synonymous with Radio Caroline's famous call sign. Out on deck, we meet up with another enthusiast, who explains the great camaraderie on board the Ross Revenge.
What people can't really understand is it's all done by volunteers.
Yeah.
People bring wire on board, people bring tea, and at the moment Asda's are supplying the food because we're doing a bit of sponsorship for them, so they're actually supplying the food.
Oh, that's good. So every little helps.
But everything else on here is unpaid. The DJs do it all for free.
Oh yeah.
There's no money involved in that at all. It's just the enthusiastic volunteers that keep the ship afloat, and the station running. May stay here for a few more years yet.
As a river pilot boat keeps a watchful eye, there's just time to revisit the bridge and bump into other Radio Caroline supporters, where technical matters quickly fill the air.
The first time he said to me, what have you been doing today? 558 was late.
558 was late because they took it over from Laser.
So it's 319,
76.
What about this telephone numbers, 558?
Yeah.
319.
Yeah, when they first came on in 83, was it?
319.
It was 319, it's a pinnacle here.
The conversation is interrupted by another tour of the bridge, led by Vaughan Turney.
Are you talking in Swedish today?
Oh, Swedish, yeah.
The visitors walk straight past the photos of former Radio Caroline DJs. Strange considering this is where many famous names started out. Tony Blackburn, Dave Lee Travis, and of course, Tony Allen. Visit over, it's time to leave, with sore feet, some happy memories, oh, and a Radio Caroline t-shirt in a bag.